Hey, it's Todd. I just want to let you know this TOA Storytellers podcast episode is sponsored by my company, Todd Olivas and Associates. We've been supplying court reporters for depositions since 2003. If you're an attorney and need a reporter anywhere in California, we've got you covered. We're on a lot of preferred vendor panels already, but if we're not on the ones you have, usually a simple inquiry from you to your TPA or employer does the trick. Or if you work at a TPA or employer, please ask your defense attorneys to give us a try on one of your files. We've been known to treat our clients like family, and we would love a chance to work with you next. To schedule a deposition, simply call 888-566-0253 or visit www.toddolivas.com. That's www.toddolivas.com. Thank you, and hopefully we'll see you at your next deposition. We're starting.
Okay.
Is that it? It's the TOA Boyz Hour. Hopefully an hour. Hopefully not an hour. I mean,
Happy hour.
happy half hour.
Happy half hour.
Hey, everybody.
30 minutes or less.
Good morning, everybody.
This is Todd. I see Ricky over there, and I see JD over there.
Right here from Miami. No curfew if you go out in the morning. I'm through Zoom, by the way.
I think the spring breakers don't even know that there was a COVID. 2020 actually happened, huh?
Well, if you party at breakfast, you don't have to worry about curfew. So,
You're not out late. You're just up early.
yeah, exactly. Water break.
Water break.
We're all at the same time.
And this water break was sponsored by Just the Basics Purified Water.
Thank you, Just the Basics.
How you guys doing today?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing okay. Yeah? Doing all right. Enjoying the nice springtime weather.
Oh, it's beautiful out here in city of Brea, California.
Yeah.
My goodness, such a beautiful day.
I know. Is it supposed to get cold again or rainy at all?
It might rain tomorrow.
I heard tomorrow is supposed to rain.
We got loaded with sound effects today, didn't we?
Yes.
This is good.
Someone discovered a soundboard on iPhone.
We sure did.
Well, it's good. It keeps the thing light and breezy, and we have some other occupants next door to us. That's good. So, hey, we got some news to go over, some Work Comp Central news, and just to kind of check in with us and see what we got going on and let everybody know at home that we have a couple events coming up, which are going to be great.
Yes.
And when's the first one?
April 22nd, sorry.
Yeah, April 22nd is...
It's a beauty and beast in business event. It's called Business Beauty Speaks. It's going to be a virtual event. It's a 2-hour event. You can sign up at beautyandbeastinbusiness.com. And it's going to be an awesome event. It's going to be a 2-hour event. The first hour is going to have 7 different industry leaders speaking on 7 different topics. Really, really cool, super informative. And the second hour is going to be a 1-hour CEU class presented by the DA firm on business ethics.
Yes. And this organization is ran by our friend Angel Chagoya. She's just a wonderful person. She's just, very knowledgeable person and wants to give back always.
Oh, yeah. You talk about a person who really lives it, who's got passions for things and just goes after them like full bore. It's Angel.
It's amazing how much she juggles and is able to accomplish throughout just in a business day.
Right.
It's amazing.
Yep, exactly right. And so we are grateful to be one of the sponsors of that and also help with the technology the piece of it. So getting the CEUs coordinated and all that.
Troubleshooting for the Zoom. If you can connect, you're probably going to be speaking to me.
Yeah. And we also want to let you know to stay
Live
tuned.
from Miami.
And we also want to let you know to stay tuned. Oh man, everybody has the sound effects today.
Go ahead.
We have an announcement coming soon, but stay tuned in Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
We're going to have another event put on by the TOA boys.
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
So it's going to be interesting and just stay tuned for that.
That's exactly right. So everybody keep their calendars free for during the day for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah,
that's 5th of May
because remember, no curfew if you go out in the morning.
And we always like to keep it interesting but yet educational. So
that's right. It's gonna be
ready for that.
Super excited about that one.
Very cool.
100%. All right.
The crowd is very excited about it.
Oh yeah, it's starting to warm up now.
Thank you.
You know what came and went was March 6th, our anniversary of our TOA University 4 event from 2020.
Yes.
And came 2 weeks ago.
Right.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah, and so grateful that we were one of the last ones, if not the last major event in our industry. I mean, before the shutdown.
I know. I remember that day feeling like, man, it's already starting to feel weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't realize it at the time, but afterwards, it definitely felt like, man, something's about to happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, we probably had... Normally, on those events, you have like a 10% attrition rate. You know, out of everybody signs up, 10% of people usually don't show up.
Yeah.
In that event, luckily, we had signed up more people than ever had signed up, but I think our attrition rate that day was probably about 18-20%. And it was double. Because a lot of companies had already started, I don't want to say prohibiting, but limiting travel.
Yeah.
You know, unnecessary travel. So I remember getting a lot of emails that morning of people saying, hey, I couldn't get the day off because my company doesn't allow, travel right now because of COVID.
We still ended up there with a good sized crowd, and you can tell from the videos and the pics of it that it was well attended still. But it could have been even more if COVID hadn't happened. Of course. Yeah. But we got through it, and we'll do those kinds of things in the future again someday. And in the meantime, we've been doing webinars.
Yep.
Been,
nonetheless, very grateful for that day. Extremely grateful.
Webinar is the new seminar.
Yeah, so when we have been recording our webinars, because we have a secret project we're going to roll out later this year that we won't let the cat out of the bag quite yet, but we're working towards something.
Cue suspenseful sound.
Short but suspenseful.
Yeah. So now you introduce another fact. It's coming in the future. Details will be revealed
Fall
soon.
2021. The TOA website near you. One man.
Actually, it's three of us.
Okay,
it's 3 men.
3 men.
So 1 man plus another 2.
All right, let's get to some news.
2 sidekicks.
I'll be the sidekick. You guys can. I'll be your sidekicks. All right, so I picked some of these out from WorkComp Central. So our friend Kristen over there gave us a login. Well, I pay for it, but she gave it to us after I paid.
And if you pay for it, you can also get a login.
Yeah, absolutely. Worth every penny.
It is.
A lot of great news there.
It is. Right. So this first one I want to talk about, the headline is District Attorneys Sue Employer for Alleged Misclassifying Workers. And what it is some district attorneys from two California counties are suing an app-based cleaning and repair service. And let's see, what's the name of the app that they're suing? It's down in the article. You guys find that? I think it's called Handy.
Looking for
Handyman Services.
Yeah.
Handy. Yeah, based in New York.
Handy workers. Yeah.
And this all spins out of the the new regulations from coming from AB 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. So the classification of who's an employee and who's an independent contractor is now different. And so AB 5 was codifying some things that the Dynamics case brought to bear in 2018. Of course, Uber and Lyft and those ride-sharing ones, they got out of it because of Prop 22.
Well, and that's the thing, is that now they're having to kind of basically revise all of the different professions based on what applies and what doesn't apply to Proposition 22, what Proposition 22 applies to or not. Because it's not just specific to drivers, but there's some, gig workers that could also, you say affect or benefit from Proposition 22.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So in this suit, Handy, that's the app, Handy's allegedly illegally claiming its workers were contractors and not employees. And those, of course, employees would be eligible for benefits, just workers' comp coverage. Let's see. So the San Francisco Superior Court, where this has been filed, they're seeking restitution for handy workers throughout the state and calls for a permanent halt to the ongoing illegal misclassification, according to the news release. So I know from my experience of dealing with this particular issue, of independent contractors, it comes down to control, how much control the employing entity affords over the worker and the hired worker. So with an app, And I guess the services were like handyman services, cleaning. What was it? Tens of thousands of blah blah blah. Handyman services.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for them to be independent contractors, they would have to satisfy, the ABC test, which became more difficult with AB5 and the dynamics. So we'll see. We'll keep our eye on this one, see how it plays out.
And in this particular case with Handy, one of the things that they're claiming, the district attorney saying, is that it gave them an unfair advantage over all the other competitors, because the fact that they didn't actually have employees allowed them to reduce their costs, therefore charging cheaper prices.
Right.
So
Finding the loophole. I guess it's not. It's. I
don't know. I threw that in there.
I guess word specification has to do a lot with the AB5 too.
Yeah, exactly right. Okay, so I got another one here. Another news story. The headline is security system installer can't sue homeowners for his fall downstairs. So, long story short, this family had a one of those I guess you could even say a handyman or that comes in and installs different like alarm systems and camera systems. Basically had a slip and fall at this family's house, fell down their stairs and sustained some injuries, and started a civil case against the homeowners. Yeah, exactly right. So you know how when you call one of these companies up and then you buy their alarm system, well, they send out a contractor to your house to install. And so this guy was there going up and down some stairs, apparently like for 6 or 7 times. And on the 7th time, hits a piece of the carpet or whatever, just like out from underneath him.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7, yeah. And let's see, he sustained, what kind of injuries did he get? I think I saw that in here.
Fracturing his...
there you go.
Yeah. Fracturing his fibula and dislocating his ankle.
Ouch. Yeah, so...
Fibula.
Fibula.
Yeah.
Fibula and tibia.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the two. Let's see. So has this been totally adjudicated? Is it all the way done, or is it still just pending? Let me see.
I think it looks like it might be.
Oh, it ruled. So a California appellate court ruled
granted the motion
that an injured worker could not maintain a civil suit against the owners of a home for his injuries from a fall on the staircase while he was installing. So I was worried about that. In fact, I had a guy come out yesterday. We are needing to replace a couple windows, so he comes out and needs to get on a ladder and measure to get the and so I'm like, if he falls, I'm gonna try and catch him because I want him to sue me. But now I won't catch him.
Yeah. Well, here's an interesting fact too on this particular story, and it's the fact that the alarm installer actually made 7 visits to the house, and it was on the 7th visit that he fell down, and he's claiming that there was some issues with the carpeting on the stairs, but they're saying it wasn't critical information that the homeowner withheld, and it's also something that you 6 prior times you were fine, and now on the 7th time you fall.
So I mean, obviously we're not in attorneys or judges, but what are your thoughts on that? Who should be held responsible? Should be this person who's an independent contractor? Should he have his own insurance, or should it be the agency that's hiring them or the homeowner? What are your thoughts, guys? Personally, I think he should have his own insurance. It's my own, and it was obviously a job that he took on. He could always, as an independent contractor, deny and say this is not a suitable place because of the carpet has been moved or whatever. Common knowledge as a professional. Once if we're in our own profession, we could say, hey, you know what? I mean, in court reporting, this area is a little too tight. We're due to COVID restrictions. We can't do this or whatever it is. We can say this is not suitable for our deposition. This do it another day or a different place.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely, what do they call it? Job hazard. That it comes with career hazard. It's like, if you're climbing upstairs, if you're, climbing up walls and things like that, one of the natural things that might happen is you might fall. And I think just in general, insurance is always a good idea. Obviously, there's some things in this particular case about the carpeting and being wet and not properly fastened. But when you add the fact that this particular installer had been there 6 times before with no issues,
Right.
And on the 7th time is when he fell. I think that at least for this particular case, I see how the homeowners wouldn't be at fault.
Yeah,
I can understand that.
Yeah. The court explained, it goes on the article, the court explained that generally the hirer of an independent contractor is not liable for the on-the-job injuries to the independent contractor's employees. This is known as the Privet Doctrine, which was named after the 1993 decision in Privet versus Superior Court. So, interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
That's good. Okay, well, that's our news for today, everybody.
Yeah.
Let us know if you liked us going through some of these news articles. You know what I mean? It's relevant to our industry, and so we pick these out, kind of cherry pick them for.
I think the crowd likes it.
I think the crowd is into it.
They're into it. They're into it. Hey, except for that one section over there. Just kidding.
Man, they're louder though.
They're louder.
Okay, here, I'll pump them up.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like a concert where they'll divide the crowd. All right, left side. Shout. That's too.
But we have a good
Right
time.
side.
We have a good time here. Just
This Miami crowd loves their pancakes.
we do have a good time. We need a good time, spreading the news and thanks again to our friends at WorkComp Central.
Absolutely.
For always having some great articles to share.
Yes, sir. All right, well, that's all we got.
Yeah.
TOA boys out.
Peace
Okay.
out.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Hey, it's Todd. I just want to let you know this TOA Storytellers podcast episode is sponsored by my company, Todd Olivas and Associates. We've been supplying court reporters for depositions since 2003. If you're an attorney and need a reporter anywhere in California, we've got you covered. We're on a lot of preferred vendor panels already, but if we're not on the ones you have, usually a simple inquiry from you to your TPA or employer does the trick. Or if you work at a TPA or employer, please ask your defense attorneys to give us a try on one of your files. We've been known to treat our clients like family, and we would love a chance to work with you next. To schedule a deposition, simply call 888-566-0253 or visit www.toddolivas.com. That's www.toddolivas.com. Thank you, and hopefully we'll see you at your next deposition.